Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of Cooking Dave in the Garage. Building Josie's DSM Eclipse in the garage. Alright guys, I got the engine on the engine stand. It took forever. I wanted to film that, but I had to run to the hardware store and get some bolts for my engine stand here. I'll show you here. Yeah, they were hard to find. I had to find metric 10, 1.25 thread. At least wanted at least 3.5 inches long, and no one really had it. But I found it at Ace Hardware, and in the midst of looking for bolts, had a little bit of mishap in my car. I'll show you. So yeah, I came out from the hardware store and walked up to my car and said, "What the heck is this?" And I wasn't happy about this. You guys look closely. There's a dent here. You got hit here, up there. I don't know if it was a shopping cart that hit this or what it was, because there's no scratches, or whatever it is bounced off. You can see it. I don't know. I'm not too happy about that. So now when I'm done working on her car, looks like you're going to be working on my car. Be back in the garage. Got my fan going. Actually, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Walk up to the car. So I did get the alternator off and the AC compressor off out of the way. Now I'm gonna take the rest of this off. See what we got. I know there's definitely play in here. When I was rocking this back and forth in the crank, there was definitely something clunking in there. It sounded like, I don't know if it was I don't think it, definitely not a wrist pin, but it definitely a rod. So let's get to it. Well, I'm starting to take the engine apart. I got it on the stand, and I'm finding more things wrong with it. Definitely gonna have to find some bolts, nuts, I don't know, for this engine. Well, I'll show you. Well, here we have the engine up on the stand. I'm getting ready to take the turbo off and get it all out of the way. I'm gonna start filming that. I just noticed the thermostat. What's missing? A bolt. I did not take that out. It's missing, so I'm gonna have to find a bolt for that. And like I said, it's definitely. Well, I'm surprised that all those bolts are there. I don't see anything else. Maybe, I'm sure I'll find more stuff. I don't know. I guess we'll just find out as we go and tear this apart, and we'll go from there. Cooking in the garage with the engine. I don't know. Well, when I got this car, or my wife got the car, we were told that the water pump is new, and it is new. But what did they do to it? I'll show you. Alright, here's the water pump. Let me zoom in. See that? All the way to the other side here. There it is right there again. So apparently, they put a longer bolt in here and it threaded through onto a water pump, into the casing. Very a lot of carbon buildup inside. A lot. Let me get a light. You guys see that? It is the exhaust side, but man, those valves are looking really corroded. But let's get back to it. Well, everyone, motor's apart. Ain't looking good. Got it spun around upside down, oil pan off, and we got this. That's definitely not right. That's definitely not right, and I don't know how the other ones are down there. Yep, look at that. Moves. Moves. Every piston. Look at that. I'm hating to see what that crank looks like. I don't know. Guess we'll have to tear that down and see what's going on. Not looking good for this engine. Alright, everyone. I found out what happened to this engine. I mean, it's the only way to find things out when you tear it down. So, the kid said that when he was driving it, it was running good, and then it just started knocking. And I found out why it's knocking. For one thing, there was a couple things going wrong that he would have never known. Put it this way: if the oil pressure switch was hooked up, which it wasn't, he probably would have knew there was no oil pressure. And I'll show you why there was no oil pressure here, and I'll explain what happened here. All right, so oil pressure switch is right here. There was no wire at all connected to it. And he probably had no oil pressure because I just caught this as I was taking the bearings out and the caps. And look at that, man. It's scored. This crank is pretty much junk. I accidentally hit the oil pickup. Oh, look at that. Well, there's going to be no oil pressure if you have a gap here. It's not going to suck oil up here if you have a gap here. And that's how the oil pickup was. And that was the demise of this engine. No oil. I mean, this is definitely, this is all the way up. Either this crank was done one time and they put standard bearings in it, or it just got so hot that it wore it down. There's a little bit of, there's a ridge there. So this was a disaster waiting to happen. So now, I guess I searched for another engine. They'd probably be cheaper to do it that way, just to get a used engine out of another car maybe. If I could find one maybe up north that's rotted away and the engine's still good, that's about the only thing I'm going to do, because the ones down here, you can't find an engine. I searched in a junkyard already. Every junkyard in the area doesn't have an engine. There is a guy that has one in Jacksonville in a car, sitting in his yard. Has 89,000 miles on it, but I can't hear it run. And that's a big gamble, though, to buy an engine from someone I don't hear it run. So I'm going to decide on what to do here, but I got 5 months before I have to get this done. I can move on and get stuff done on the body. I want to get the transmission out. I want to start getting all the wiring and all that stuff out of here. So there's a lot to do in here. Clean this all up, sand it down, primer it, and paint it. I want to delete some of the wirings I don't need. I'm getting rid of cruise control and some of the other crap that's inside of here. I just like a clean engine bay. If you guys know how my Z looks, or how my son's Eclipse looks, or how his other cars looked, I just like a clean engine bay. And it makes it easier to work on. So, all right, guys, just keep following along. Like I said, I'm still doing car shows, so you guys can watch the car shows. If you don't like the build on this, you still, please don't unsubscribe and leave. And because I'm still doing car shows, I actually just went and filmed one this morning. I'm going to actually edit here in about half an hour to an hour, because I'm going to go inside and enjoy the air conditioning. And then I'll come back out here tomorrow and work on this. But all right, guys. Well, hope you guys like this video, and keep watching and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost nothing. Hit that subscribe button. You'll actually see everything I put up here. And hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for watching.